April is considered the start of the growing season, and it's also National Stress Awareness Month. That's good timing given the added stress this time of year often brings for farmers. Just ask Arkansas poultry farmer James Dixion. He's battled stress, addiction, and personal demons on his way to a successful farming operation. Today, he and the Arkansas Farm Bureau are sharing his story in hopes it can be an inspiration to others.
My dad told me the other day, he said, I still remember when you were drunk and crying and told me that you would never have a normal life. And he said, and I remember he told me before, he said, I remember thinking then it was so bad. He said, I believed you. My name's James Dixion. I'm a contract grower for Georgia's Incorporated. I bought my first farm in March, February 2013, but I always wanted to expand my operation. And as soon as I got enough equity to, I thought I could make that happen. I didn't really know how to cope with stress when I bought my first farm when I was at the age of 23. And a lot of it was, I guess, isolation. And I was single, you're self-employed, you don't have anybody to answer to. Things finally slowed down, and I dealt with it by drinking. And like I said, you don't have anybody to answer to. You don't have anybody to tell you, hey, you might not should drink at this time of the day. And I mean, it's just, so it's a lot easier versus someone who goes into work somewhere to get out of control. And that's what happened to me is I started coping by drinking, and before I knew, it wasn't a choice anymore. It was, I mean, my body was addicted to alcohol, and I didn't know how to stop. I don't know. I mean, it's weird how bad things got, and then it's just like everything. And things aren't always great, but when you compare it to that, I mean, I got it made now. I mean, and meeting Ashton, I mean, like my dad told me, I never thought I would have a normal life again. But so I mean, there is hope. I mean, it's just a lot of people don't want to talk about it. And they don't want to. The hard thing is reaching out. That's the hardest thing. I mean, the hardest thing I probably ever did in my life was call my dad in the middle of the night and tell him I need help. Farmers think that it's a sign of weakness to ask for help. Not just farmers in general, but men. I mean, and women too. I'm sure struggle with the same thing, but that it's a sign of weakness. But if you actually take that hardest step and reach out, you realize you're not. I mean, and there's a whole world out there of people going through the exact same thing you are, and just people don't want to talk about it. But that's why I said the hardest thing and the best thing you can do is reach out, because once you do, you'll realize you're not alone, and I mean, you're not. So.